You can do the wrong thing over and over and over and not improving for a long time. Okay? But once you pay attention to what you're doing, okay, and remember what you're told at the dojo or somewhere else, right, you should be fine. You can improve really quickly. So when you do Taito, especially it's for you, okay? When you do Taito, you're doing this, right? Okay. You don't have belt, so it's okay if it goes. So when you do Taito, you're doing this, okay? So make sure your Tsuba is not right beside you. You have to be front. Okay, so that's what Taito. Okay, you have to carry around your sword, right? Okay, so when you carry when you do in Taito, it's not quite as front as this. Okay, but not to your side of the body like that. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, so when you're at home again, make sure your left hand should be in front of you, and when you do that, your tsukagashira, we call this tsukagashira, it should be right in front of you. Okay, it depends on the old school. Some old school have the tsuba in the center of the body. Okay, it depends on schools. Okay, old schools. Okay, but usually tsukagashira is center. All right. Okay. Now and then, your right hand, as soon as you do Taito, right hand should be here, right? Okay, heels together, right? Okay, now the reason I told you to have your thumb not in the center, right? Okay, off the center, right? Okay, because if you draw out your sword, see, you will, I mean, I'm not going to say you will cut your finger, but quite likely you will hurt yourself, thumb. Okay? That's why it should be off the center. Okay? Alright? Okay? But Brian, inside, not out. Your thumb inside. Okay? And you gotta lock it. Alright? Okay, and then when you go nuke to, okay, nuke, right foot forward, and then I told you to push your sword forward a little bit, okay? And then you gotta unlock it. See how I unlocked it? It's locked. Unlock it, right? But because you don't have saya, scabbard, you don't have saya, okay? You don't have to do this motion, but you have to know what you're doing, right? And then you gotta start drawing out your sword towards your opponent, right? Not too high though, all right? Not too low, of course, but there's a technique, go up high, low, but what we are doing is just drawing out, right? And then if you have saya, okay, if you have saya, you have to push it back, right? Push it back like that, right? It's not like only right hand motion. You don't do this. You don't do this, right? You don't just stretch out. You don't just stretch out like that. You go like that, right? You have to twist your body. You got to from there. You got to twist. Okay, this gives you more power to draw out your sword. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what you should be doing. But again, you don't have saya, okay, with you. Okay, you don't do that. From here, unlock it, draw out your sword. Okay, take chudan. Okay. All right, and then sonkyo. Okay, and up. All right. Make sure the Hayashi Sensei, okay, told you that there is one extra leg or foot between your 2 feet, right? So when you do that, when you practice alone, okay, make sure you check every little detail. Okay? Because I'm not there to check you, right? You're the only person who can check yourself. Okay? And if you use the real, this is not real sword, by the way. If you use this sword, you're gonna know why you shouldn't be doing this. All right? People, if you have tendency to do this, you know. You can't control it. It's too heavy for that. All right? Also, if you have tendency to do this, too flat here, can you see this? Too flat like that? Okay? You can't do much. Well, you can still throw, you can still cut, but you can notice that you can't feel control in your right hand. Okay? Plus, it doesn't have much space here. All right? It's not as long as scar of your Shinai. Okay? All right. Now from here, now at home, make sure your shoulders are back. Okay, you don't want to do this. Don't roll your shoulders forward. All right? Keep your shoulders back. Okay? And then straight up your hands. All right? Here, there, and then straight down. When you go down, right? And when you stop right there, okay, lower. All right? When you go there, make sure your shoulders are still back, okay? And you're not leaning forward like that. All right? Keep your back straight. Up. Okay? Down. Down. And the most important thing is don't drop your tip of the sword like that. Okay? And open up your left palm like this. All right, it's pretty bad. And as you can see, if you do that, your tush is in danger. Right? You want to poke yourself. Like that. Okay? That's why you want to keep your right hand slightly above your higher than the left hand or about the same. Okay? Don't drop your right hand lower than left hand. Okay, that's checkpoint. Okay, when you do it alone, okay, make sure you're not doing this. All right? Or, like I said, right hand shouldn't be lower than left hand. Parallel, okay. Okay, a little higher, okay. But if you go like that, too much. You're standing too much. Okay? All right? So you have to know where it should go. Okay? And then lower your sword. Okay? And when you go lower, jogeburi, left elbow shouldn't be going like that. All right? It's too much. If your left elbow comes up like that, it's too much. It's too low. Okay? So keep your left elbow down, which means your armpit is closed. If you do this, your armpit is open, right? Armpit open is pretty bad. All right? So close your armpit, and if your left wrist wants to do this, okay, it's pretty bad. So if you start feeling pressure in your left wrist, stop it. Stop right there. That's as low as you can go. Okay? Okay. Of course, you have to have good grip. Have to have V here. If you grab like that, karate grip, okay, it doesn't go as far. Okay? So make sure you have V here and then lower. Okay? Up. There. Okay, keep your back straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Right? Breathe in, breathe out. And make sure your sword is going straight up and straight down. Okay? So the important thing is you have to check it. If you don't have a mirror at home, okay, probably you don't have, if you don't have high ceiling, okay, you probably can't do Suburi at home. Okay, so in that case, with that sword, just go up and down. Make sure your hands are straight. You think you're doing right, but most of the time you are not doing right. Your body is not doing it right. So make sure you check it. Up and down, right? Up and down. Okay? Don't just do it. Okay? Okay. And when you strike man, from here, you strike man. Okay? Where the Kensaki should stop. Where does this should stop? Kensaki. Where does it should it? Eye level. Okay? Man. 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 Right? And again, your shoulders should be down. Okay? When you do this, it's too much. Left elbow comes up, it's always too much. Okay? Has to be down. That means armpit can close. Okay? Okay? And left hand shouldn't be too low. Okay? About solar plexus height. If it's too low, it looks like this. Right? Look at the Kensaki. From here, if I drop my left hand lower, it goes higher, right? Okay? And if you want to keep it low, this happens. Okay? If you don't change the height of your left hand and try to push it lower, this happens. Okay? So always shoulders down, elbows, left elbow down, and then back straight, Kensaki, eye height, and then you decide left hand first. Okay, okay, this is good. Okay, armpit closed, right? Up, man, right? And when you do that, it's very common too. Don't loosen your left hand. Okay, always close. These two fingers especially. Okay, the reason we say these two fingers should be tight is because you do this. All right. There's a technique. We do this in old style too, but usually we don't do this. Okay. If you keep doing that, you have to do that all the time, right? Okay. You won't be able to know correct technique. So do the right thing first, and then move on to the advanced. Man. Okay. Man. Man. Right? Man. 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 All right? Okay. Again, if you want to know, okay, if you're using Bokuto, I think I told you before, if you grab your Bokuto the other way around, all right, you do it. All right, and then you strike man on. That you feel the weight here, right? Your Bokuto try to go far. You know what I'm talking about? All right. And then when you stop your hands, if your left hand is right height, okay, you can feel your sword go snap forward. This is another way to check how it feels like when you do it right. Okay? So when you go, man, you should be kind of feeling the same. Not exactly the same, but you should be feeling the same sense. So you can kind of feel, okay, my tenorich is good. Because Kensaki goes, okay? Go extra forward. Okay, that's one way to check. My right hand is low than shoulders. Okay? So I can kind of still cut. Man. All right? Man. If you go like that, you can hit. Right? You can hit. But when you want to cut, you have to go down, right? Again, left hand is up, so you can't really go down. You have to close your armpit to go down. You know. So it's up to really different perspective. Some sensei say right hand should be shoulder height. I have no opposition, but it's not what I do. So if you want to make sure your shoulder's down, your armpit is down, that's all we want. I mean, based on katana, how we use katana.
Your elbows are bent when you hit.
Man, not like that. Okay. This is not normal, right? Okay, it should be down, okay? And then it should be more. Man. Again, some senses say elbows should be straight like that. Okay? So you have to be flexible.
So your elbows are bent a little bit.
My way is bent a little bit. Okay? When you do Suburi at home, decide why you are doing that. Decide your goal. Are you checking your form, or are you trying to increase your speed, or are you trying to increase the endurance, shoulders, arms? Okay, so it's different, right? 3 different goals. So you can't just go out there and just go start without goal. Okay? All right, so first, if you wanted to check your form, of course you have to do slow. Okay, slow. And you don't even need this, right? If you don't have enough space at home, you just go up and there. Right, shoulders down. All you have to do is just palms together like that, okay? And then just slide it. Right hand forward and left hand down, right? Man. Okay? I'm telling you this because you can work on your form more. You can improve your form better. Okay? So hear that, remember that, okay? And then do it at home. Okay? And if you don't have, if you want to really use your sword, okay, but no space, just sit there, okay, and go up, man, like that. Okay, it's up, straight. And this is good because you have to stop your sword before it hits the floor. All right? Okay, and that way, if you do this, too much right hand. Okay, if you do this, too much right hand, until you get the right feeling, do it slow. Okay? Man. Okay? Right? Okay. And also, when you're just checking your form, okay, do it slow and don't do it too much. Okay, 10 or 20. And then move on to just normal Suburi. Okay, if you do it normal Suburi, it's pretty much you're working on endurance. Okay, so take Chudan. All right, so from here, okay, if you're outside, let's say you're outside, so you can move like this. Okay, and start from 30. Okay, and don't just do it. Okay, probably you cannot shout. Right? Maybe your neighbor will call police. Okay? So when you do it, okay, breathe in through your nose, okay, and breathe out through your mouth and then strike man. Okay? And then up. Okay? When you breathe out, okay, make sure you're like shouting. So I'm going, okay, use this out. Like that. Okay? And make it harder. Okay? Now let's go 30. Take Shudan. Okay? Without saying men. Okay? Breathe out strong. Alright? We're going to do 30. Ajime, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump. Yummy! Alright. If you do it right, your body start feeling really hot. Right? And you're going to have sweat coming down. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Okay, when you breathe out through your mouth, nice and long, like that. And then when you breathe in, you can take more air, like that. And then, okay, and then if you think about abs, okay, make sure the ab is always tight. Okay, you don't just go. It doesn't do good. Right? Breathe in through your nose, and then your tummy should stick out a little. Okay, you feel pressure here. Okay, that's why I said breathe in through your nose, and then bring it down to your stomach. That means your stomach looks like a balloon, right? And then hold it, and then breathe out. Okay, if you're going, it's chest, like that. Okay, we don't do that. Okay, we breathe through the stomach, and then, okay, so that's why we say little ki. Okay, you lose voice, right? Again, when you lose voice, what do you have to use? Your abs to have a lot of ki. You go, yeah, like that. That's why you have tummy ache. I mean, your abs will be sore next day. Okay? Because you squeeze your abs to have more ki. That's why I say more ki, squeeze your abs. All right? And then, finally, you can learn how to have good ki. Okay? So when you do Tsuburi as well, okay, breathe in, breathe out. Okay? Don't waste your time just swinging a stick. Okay? So when you do kata, you have to be doing that. Yeah! That. That's why we have to say low ki. Yeah, breathe. Don't breathe, right? From until you have ya at all, we say, I told you not to breathe, right? Breathe in, go 1, 2, 3. You gotta hold it. The same as mokuso. You hold it in your stomach. Okay, and then go, yeah! Okay, and you hold it, taut, right? Back to chudan, and then you breathe in, and go. If you do that, you sweat. Okay? Now, when you do it, if you want to try to increase your endurance, okay, instead of using heavy sword, use lighter sword. Okay, and it's hard to stop too because you're used to the the weight, but it gets lighter and hard to stop. You start doing this, right? But you have to make sure that you can control it better too. Man, right? When you breathe out, okay, try to push down your shoulders. That brings your shoulders down. All right? So at home, okay, slowly do it. If you do it right, okay, let's say you're doing it right. Okay, do it as many as you can. Okay? Shoulders down. Man, you don't need power now. Okay, you don't need power. You need the right form now. Man. Okay? Do it a lot. Many times. Okay, like I say, if you don't have good space, okay, you can sit down and go, man. Okay? You can do that too. Alright. And it takes you down. When you use your Bokuto instead of Shinai. Okay, Shinai, a bit different. Shinai tends to give you bad habits. Okay, so transfer whatever you do good with Bokuto to Shinai. Okay, and you just have to adjust a little bit. Okay, Shinai is straight, longer, Tsuka is longer. When Tsuka is longer, your right hand takes over and you start doing this. All right? Without knowing it, man, like that. Okay, you think you're doing it straight, but your body is not doing it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So you have to get used to the idea of self-checking. Man, okay? Man, right? And then move on to the next step. Okay? Like if you want to have power suburi, you can do with 2 Shinai, like that. But I don't really recommend for now. Because heavier it gets, you tend to go like that, right? Your shoulder gets tense. All the basics are thrown away out of the window. Okay, so if you do this, make sure your shoulders down and just go, man. Same thing. Okay, shoulders down, everything is in place. Okay, so and then you should do it. You can try it. All you have to do is slow. Man. Okay, and then make sure your form is good. Form is good. Where it should be stopped. Your left hand, your right hand. Man. Okay. And then, if you want to have speed, okay, do hayasuburi. Okay. Do hayasuburi, speed-wise. Make it fast. Man. Do hayasuburi. Okay? If you want to have speed. Okay? Or make this really fast. Man. Again, if you do that, if you make it fast, this happens. Right? Man. Okay? All right? And if you're doing that, don't do it. If you can do bang, like that, shoulders down, everything gets in good place, then you can do it. Okay? Like, while you are not you can't do right posture, okay, right, everything is right. Okay, don't do any of it. Maybe two Shinai slowly. Man. Okay. And if you have partner, right? If you have partner, you take Shula. If you have partner, someone to help you with, okay? Have your partner push your sword down. All right? Try to bring it up like that. Okay? And gradually try to go up. More. Come on. All right? So, if you go like that, you're using arm. Right? Of course, it's hard to do. So use your wrist first, and up, and elbows. Yeah, right? Elbows, and then up. Okay? So if you have partner, instead of going down, like Dr. Golden was telling you about, remember that? You can do this. Right? Wrist. Go, wrist. Here you go. That's easier, right? If you grab a partner, if you have a sword, you can do it with a sword. If you, remember, I'll tell you now, right? Quickly. Remember, if you try to lift your sword with like that, it doesn't go up. Right? But if you go wrist first, it's easier. You can feel the power goes through your sword. If you go like that, you're using your arm. Right? But if you go up like that, it's different, right? Pong. See? Pong. Dr. Golden?
Yeah, the goal,
No.
would be to use
A goal? No, goal is to do it right.
Hi.
Okay? Because okay? Because I always say kensaki should move first. If you gotta lift your sword up here, like that, okay? That's what you should be doing. All right. Of course, there are a lot of people say don't lift up your kensaki because they're gonna strike a kote. Okay, but that's Shinai, right? I'm not talking about Shinai. I'm talking about how you should be lifting up your sword in the basics. Okay, based on sword, okay, katana. Okay, it should be up like that. Okay, and then your elbow should go up, and then shoulders, let go, shoulders. Okay, and then when you strike man, it's opposite. Shoulders down, elbows down, and then wrist, and then kensaki. That's why I say it's a whip. Okay, the kensaki should be the last, right? Okay? But not unlike whip. Whip, when you go up, whip goes like this, right? But we don't do that in kendo. Kensaki first. Kensaki first. First. Right? This one first. Okay, and if you're holding it, just don't push down. Right? Just hold it. Gives a little bit of resistance. Okay, so they can work harder. Okay, and you can feel okay, that's good, and you just little by little let him or her lift it up, and then finally let go. Okay. Okay. The important point, okay, is here. The sword should be the kensaki up, right? And wrist goes like that, and elbow, and up, all right? And elbows down, shoulders down, elbow down, and then you gotta decide where left hand should go, okay? And then flat, okay? And it's not going straight up like that, right? So if you push down, right, and then try to push down like this way, your partner wants to go this up, straight up like that, but he wants to go this way, right? So when you hold it, make sure you hold against this half circle. You know what I mean? If you just go straight down, they want to go up. That's what happened to you, right? So kensaki up. If they're doing it right, try to make it. See, I'm following, right? I'm going this way. I'm not going this way. Right? You have to follow it. Make a circle with him or her. Okay. So if you have a partner who doesn't do kendo, you have to explain it. Okay. But you can, if you go back to Purdue, you can work on it. So people going like that, you can tell them, don't use your arms to lift up their sword. You just have to go sword, kensaki first, and wrist, and then elbow out, and then man, and shoulders down. So that's the mechanism. Okay, we're not doing this, right? After all, okay, we're not doing this in kendo. When you do it small, okay, linear, a straight line is faster. That's obvious. It's physics, right? You go, that's faster, right? And shorter. If you go, man, like that, it's kind of loose. You know what I mean? You lose, of course, if you do that. But basic is, all right, curve, because the sword is curved. Slice in and slice pull back. That's how you cut. That's how you use Japanese sword. Okay? So now again, the basics I think is like that. Okay? Some people might say differently. What I think is you should be doing that. So at home when you work on Suburi, think about it and then make yourself improve without training at the dojo. All right? Okay.